For this next 24 hours, I'm going to need all the fuel I can get to power me through the day because I know it's about to be a million steps by the end. So I start by grabbing a bite of brunch. Brunch is a term that my friends and I call that sweet spot between lunch and dinner where it feels like time is optional and conversations stretch just a little bit longer than they should. I also grabbed a crepe along the way as we made it to the Eiffel Tower, and the main goal was to see that it sparkles. It doesn't matter how many pictures you've seen, when those lights start to shimmer, it's magic. It's the kind of beauty that silences you for a moment, because somehow the world feels smaller when you're standing beneath a symbol that has been loved by millions yet still feels like it's shining just for you. Your morning in Paris should begin the way that every good Parisian morning should, with a crepe from the street corner. Simple, warm, sweet, like the city itself. I don't think I can go a day without a crepe. From there, I made my way to the Louvre, a place that's known for centuries of paintings and stories it carries, but I honestly had very high expectations and it's been so disappointed. I guess it's just a pyramid. I don't know what I expected, but not a pyramid. I mean, not an empty glass pyramid. There were so many other people excited to be here and to see the Great Louvre, and that's fair. I really love that for them, and I know that it's also okay for me to feel unimpressed by it. Maybe I feel this way because I've never quite been the artsy type or the girl who understood art and paintings, so I have no particular attachment or interest to the value that this place has, and that's okay. It's okay for me to not appreciate it as much as the next person does. I think the main thing everyone comes here to Montmartre for is to see the sacré-cœur, which is nice and very beautiful, but for me it was about the neighborhood. Montmartre is really that touristy place that is 100% worth visiting, and touristy for a reason. There are lots of niche shops, restaurants, lively streets, and different cultures. I absolutely loved being here and walking around the streets and just experiencing and feeling everything. I stopped for a late lunch, or maybe dinner, at a cozy Italian spot called Bella Italia. Maybe it's ironic to eat pasta in Paris, but when something smells so good and your feet are tired, you don't question it, you just consume. Then I walked a bit more on the streets of Montmartre and tried to look at all the stores that I saw and bought every small thing that I saw. And then I found this tiny store that was so niche and unique and antique, and I just had to get in. Look inside. It is so beautiful and unique in its own way, and it had the most interesting pieces. I didn't get anything from it, but I just thought it was interesting. This is definitely the coolest place I saw all day. And finally, Moulin Rouge, this historically iconic place. And if you don't know it, it's okay. I also just learned about it. It was made popular in the early 2000s by a classic 2001 Hollywood movie starred by the talented Nicole Kidman. And it taught us all, which I've now seen, that the greatest thing you ever learn is to just love and to be loved in return. At this point, the only thing remaining on my list was the Notre Dame Cathedral, but it started to rain and so I cut my exploration short. 24 hours in Paris will never be enough, but maybe that's the point. Paris isn't meant to be finished, it's meant to be deeply experienced and it's meant to be felt. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for always watching.